Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing the plan with me for May 15th through the 21st. And I'm just updating some extra stuff in this video because I just decided to record it. I don't know, so I updated my yearly calendar. If you'll remember from my Hobonichi, the 365 days, I colored each day in. So for this year, I'm doing each week with a color from my setup. And then I also updated my media. This is my one line a day. I had already done most of them, but I went ahead and finished out Saturday and Sunday as well. And then, yeah, now I'm getting into my sticker a day. And yeah, now we're on to the weekly. So, I did not update my sidebar first. Instead, I went ahead and got into the day by day. So, on Monday, it was rainy, like really rainy. Um, and it was kind of rainy pretty much off and on all week. Like, we'd have a day of rain and then be sunshiny and then another day of rain. So, and today is really no different. But anyways, I called in my Vyvanse prescription so that I could get it come Thursday, which was going to be the day that I officially ran out. And then at work, I did a lot of math that morning. That was fun. Um, and then for lunch, I had a healthy choice dinner that my mom got me. Right now, our Walmart is going under a huge remodel, and therefore, it is not very easy to find, you know, dinners that you can uh, eat because the freezer section is almost completely empty. And everything is not where it is supposed to be. It is so congested and crowded. It's terrible. Um, and then after lunch, I got some things finished that I had started on the previous Friday. Um, and I got those done. And then I started to get a migraine with an aura. Thank you, weather, for that. Um, and then I came home and my mom had cooked it was like mozzarella sticks and um, like stuffed tater tot things. I don't know. I just put that I had appetizers for dinner. And then I showered with no lights on because my head hurt, and then I went to bed by 7:15 because I just did not feel good. And I got my Stationer's Emporium delivery. Um, Moving on to Tuesday, first thing I did when I got to work was change my pod. Um, and then I did many trips to the clerk's office. I think I went over there like 4 times. And, it was for various different things, but it was, I got a lot of steps in that day, I can tell you. Um, and then my mom and Matthew and my nephew came to have lunch with me. We went and had pizza, and it was really fun. My mom took a picture of us, and I really haven't paid attention to like how I look as far as like um in pictures of me. Like, I see myself in the mirror, but I don't always look at myself. And she took a picture, sent it to me, and I just kind of realized like how different I look since I've lost weight. And that always kind of shocks me every single time that I lose weight, because I have lost a significant amount of weight before, but um, it took a lot longer than this. So, but yeah, we had lunch, and then I got a lot done that afternoon. my allergies were going crazy, and they are continuing to go crazy. You would think with as many antihistamines as I'm on because of my chronic hives, that my allergies wouldn't bother me at all, but they do. And then I didn't have any dinner that night. I wasn't very hungry. I washed my hair. I journaled a little bit before bed, and then I went to bed again by 7:15. And I got a delivery. I have ordered just the clear plastic washi cards and a binder so that I can store my washi in a different way. So, um, I've been coming to bed and winding a few rolls every night. So it's going to take me a while, but I think it's going to work out for the best. And then on Wednesday, my carpal tunnel was not happy with me, and I had a headache. It was yet another rainy day. Um, and then I did a few deep dives at work. Um, there was one file that I was opening to do title work on that I remembered the piece of property. I just didn't remember what file it was in, but I knew that we had done uh, title work on it before, so I found it. And then there were like some other things. But yeah, I spent most of the morning doing that, and then I had lasagna for lunch. I had a closing at 2 o'clock that day. Right before I left, I got like the most frustrating call ever, and I'm not going to get into it, but just know that I was not happy getting that call right before I left because it was slightly uncalled for. But anyways, I had a hot dog for dinner. I took my shower and I went to bed by 7 because I was really, really tired that day because again, my head hurt. And then on Thursday, I woke up late. Didn't realize the alarm that was going off was my get up now alarm. And so I was a little bit late for work. But also, one of the outside kittens was in my vehicle. But they got out. We got the baby out. And I was able to go to work. And I was only a few minutes late. Wasn't that big of a deal. And then I had to get 2 closings ready. They were not in our office, they were in our other location. So basically, what I had to do was just like get with the attorney, make sure he had everything that he needed, write the checks, all of that. And then I had another healthy choice dinner. It was barbecue steak. And then I had the 2 closings, or the 2 closings happened. One was at 2, one was at 3:30. I left just a little bit early so I could go to Walmart and stand in line to get my medicine. I came home, I washed my hair, and then I made me some ramen for dinner. And then I came in my room and I watched a documentary called Big Girls Wanted. And you can just look it up. I think everybody needs to see this documentary so they can see just how screwed up people can be. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then I went to bed by 8 o'clock, and I woke up that morning to a video of Niall from One Direction singing Desperado by the Eagles. The Eagles were one of my dad's favorite bands, and so I think it's sort of, I don't know, my day was a really good day, but at the same time, like, I really missed my dad today. Which, by the way, I'm doing this voiceover on Father's Day, and so if for some reason I feel like I'm a little low energy, it's probably because I'm missing my dad a lot today. And we just came back from the cemetery to see him. So, but anyways, on Friday, I did not lose weight this week. I gained 0.3. Not going to get into my theory about that, but weighed yesterday and I was back to 220 point something. But anyways, it was a very muggy morning, very humid, very hot already for 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it was the slowest morning ever. And I haven't written that in a while, not that I haven't been experiencing them, but this one in particular was just terrible. And then I had spicy ravioli for lunch. And then my afternoon consisted of me working on 10 drafts of basically the same document. So I basically had to do it 10 times. And then there were other documents that go with this one particular document. And then there were other documents that went with both of them. So it was a lot. But I got it done, and then we got off at 4. Came home and had some me time. But to be quite honest, first, I went to McDonald's because guess what, people? Our McDonald's is open now. Yeah. So I went and I got some McDonald's for my nephew and myself. And we were real happy about that. And then my mom and I caught up on the 2 episodes of Dutton Ranch. When my nephew is here, we can't watch that. So then I did my bubble bath, and I came in my room and I did a little bit of journaling before bed, and then I went to bed. So there's that. And of course, my special thing is that McDonald's is now open. So, Saturday. I got up at 10. I helped a little bit with laundry, and then I told my mom Saturday night that I wanted something that we call Peggy fries. They're only called that because if you go to, she's my great aunt, but if you go to her house for like Mother's Day, a birthday, or anything like that, she's going to make these homemade fries. It's just cut up potatoes with like flour on them, but they're so good. So we made those. And then my mom had bought me a couple of shirts, and they were delivered. They're very cute. Cannot wait to wear them. I'm wearing one tomorrow. And then we were trying to figure out something to watch. I'm like, hey, Mom, have you ever seen The Wiz? Because at first we were going to watch Wicked. And just part 1. And she was fine with that. But then I asked her about The Wiz, and she's like, I don't really remember if I ever saw it. So we watched that, and then we didn't want to go to bed yet, so we watched a couple of things. One was about Hamilton the musical, and the other one was just about Alexander Hamilton. That was just on for the background, but my sugar got low at some point while we were watching TV. I had my bubble bath, and then I did a little bit of journaling and coloring, and I went to bed by 11 because I, for some reason, was just very exhausted, probably because I went to bed at 4 o'clock Friday night and didn't mean to. Alright, and moving on to Friday. So I got up today, or not Friday, Sunday. Also, it's Sunday, and happy Father's Day. But I got up at 8:30, just kind of naturally, because I went to bed early. And then I printed some stickers on my Pixcut while I did a little journaling, and then I did the litter and the trash. I am, of course, doing my YouTube stuff right now while still doing a YouTube binge. And then I put eat something because I filmed this before we went to go see my dad, and then we ended up going to Taco Bell. So yes, I have eaten something. In just a little bit, I will be taking my everything shower. I will read a little bit before bed, and then I will be going to sleepies. So yeah, and now I'm going to update the sidebar. So yeah, it looks like we are getting dangerously close to the end of this video, so I'm going to ask you to have a good day, a good week, stay safe out there, like and subscribe because I'm supposed to remind you, and I'll see you in the next one.